How many times have you been on a date? You meet, you introduce each other, you go inside, you take a seat, you order, you exchange a few words, and after that, there's nothing to say. Basically, there's an irritating, awkward silence prevailing all around. You basically run out of things to say, and it sucks. It sucks a hell lot. Which is exactly why in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 simple and practical tips and tricks to how to never run out of things to say, so that the next time you go on a date or a meeting, you rock like you always do. Now, before we move on further into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button so that I can bring in more videos like this for you people. Moving on further and starting with our point number 1, which is ask this question: how do I look? When you are on a date with a girl, she's already expecting a compliment from you about her hair, her beauty, her looks, her dress, or anything that it is, because there are 359 other guys which complimented her on her every aspect that she has ever worked on. And if you also do the same, if you also compliment the girl, it will help you, it will make her feel good, it will make her feel very beautiful again, once again. But after that, what happens is that you are the one who will be responsible for carrying out the conversation throughout the whole date. But when you ask this question, that how do I look, she will instantly feel pressurized to give you a compliment, and then later on throughout the date, she will also help you in carrying and bringing out new conversations. Once you both are comfortable in your own places, you basically start off the conversation and you listen carefully to what she is saying. Now, here comes the role of asking questions. Now, you all know that questions play a huge and great role in carrying out new and interesting conversations. But when we talk about questions, there are basically 2 rules of asking questions. Point number A is don't ask questions that has answers in a yes or a no, or basically a single word answer. For example, instead of asking for how long you have been dancing, ask how did dance happen to you and how did you fall in love with dancing. Point number B is you relate yourselves to her answers or her experiences. For example, I was on a date with this beautiful girl who was also a national level tennis player, and I didn't know shit about tennis. So while she was talking about her tennis experience, I instantly related myself to my tennis experience, in which I failed miserably because I didn't know how to play tennis at all. So I started off by saying that talking about tennis, it reminds me of one day when I was at a friend's place and he invited me to play tennis with him. And I basically didn't know how to play tennis, and I fell on the ground and I broke my knee, and I was hospitalized and I was on my bed for 2 long months. And those 2 months were basically the best 2 months of my life, because I was basically lying on my bed and watching TV, and my mom was cooking food for me all day, all night long, and I was basically watching cartoon and I was enjoying the time of my life. After that, she instantly caught up on the point when I talked about cartoons, because surprisingly she was also a cartoon lover, and we talked about cartoons itself for the next half an hour. It's also not necessary that you do the same things what she does in order to relate yourself to her. You just have to create that intimacy by somehow relating things. You can talk about your cousin sister who used to play tennis, and she was also very good in studies, and now she got a great job and is settled abroad. And whenever you fail in your exams, your parents used to taunt you in the name of your sister who was settled abroad and having a very good job. One more quick tip: don't try to relate yourself to everything she says. If you are trying to relate yourself to everything she does and everything she do and everything she enjoys, she will instantly know that you are just trying too hard to push the conversation and you are just being a creep. The third tip to never run out of things to say in a conversation is to actually run out of things to say in a conversation and be comfortable in the silence. Look, no matter how many videos you watch, no matter how many books you read, no matter how well you prepare for a date, there will be a point when you both will run out of things to say. At this point of time, you just have to get comfortable with the silence and relax and sit back and enjoy the scene. You don't have to force out new things out of your mouth in order to start a conversation. When you are relaxed, when you are comfortable, it will reflect on your face, and she will herself try out new things to start off for a new conversation to begin. At this point of time, you just have to say to yourself that it's okay to have some time of silence between a conversation, and she's not going to die if there's a 5-second gap between the words coming out of both of your mouth, and she is not going to dump you for 5 seconds of silence. At this point of time, you just have to sit back and relax and take a sip of your drink, have some food, and just relax. It's not an exam that you have to crack. Chill. It's just a date. It will go on, it will carry on itself if you take some time relaxing yourself and get comfortable with the silence. So that's all for today. I hope you rock and blast the next date you go to, and before you go, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and until the next time, goodbye from Himangshu. Bye.